Today I will be showing you how to write a custom class, custom error messages to a API which is a REST, and I'll be taking a express for to do that. Okay, let me run a npm init so that it gives me all the necessary files like packet.json. Package name will be custom error, version, description, custom error, and entry point will be app.js. Test command I don't need it. Git repo I am not doing it for now. Keywords, author is Ganesh. License I don't want. So at the end it is showing me what is there in the packet.json. Now I will be installing express, which will help me to write. Okay, I just install express, so this will help me to write a API faster, and it has also a lot of cool easily writing APIs. You can check the documentation for those things. Let me just import express, require of express, let app is equal to express of this thing. Okay, and let app dot use. I am gonna use a middleware which is from express itself, which will help me to convert the JSON objects, which I'll be not JSON objects, so it will help me to get the request body in the request.body. That I will be showing in a minute. Request.post of, I'll be showing you a simple API which adds and which will have a callback of response, request, and next arrow function. So why did I use this? So here what happens is response.body, it will bind the body to this object, so that is why we need it. Okay, and let me just add two numbers which I'll be sending it as a from the request I will be sending it, and by the request there will be a and b which I'll be adding, and I'll be displaying it back. That's it. And here I have done a small wrong thing. First will be the request, then will be the response. Now let me take request dot body dot a plus request dot body dot b, and let me convert both to a integer. Let me also convert this. Okay, I did something wrong. Okay, parse int. So what this will do is it will convert, if I'm sending it as a string, right, it will convert it to an integer. So this will add, and response dot send of add plus. So why am I doing concatenation is because if you are sending a number by this send, it will treat it HTTP status. So whatever you are adding, right, it may be 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. That doesn't make a correct HTTP response, a correct HTTP status. So that is why it will throw error. So I'm sending it as a string so that it will send it as a string. Let me just do app.listen to a 3000. You can write any other ports. Console.log of hi, I am in 3000 port. Okay, we'll just try to run this node app.js. It's in there. Let me check if it's running or not. In okay, let me check what is the problem. Okay, this is the problem. It should have been B. Check. Okay, I need to restart. It is giving me 3, so let me change it to 5. Perfect, it is giving me 17, so that is giving me a correct result. So now let me write a class which is a custom custom error, so where we can construct a object class custom error which extends error and which has a constructor which contains a message and super. So why am I writing super is because so it will send it to the upper class. That is why we are writing extends. So this message will be sent to the error class. So as I told you, so if you see here, if I'm sending it as null, I should get a proper error message here so that I can understand what is wrong with my request. I am sending A and B, but I'm getting something else. So I need a proper error message to understand what I am sending it wrong. So to do that, error description is equal to a object and error description dot message. For now I will be hard coding it. Message, let me just do a message whatever we'll be sending in the constructor, and error description dot code equals 3. For now it is a hard coded thing. Let me just bind it to this object error description and let me just export it. Module dot export equals, so this will export it. Now to use this customer error, right, so I need a middleware so that it can validate somewhere. I don't want to validate in this function, I mean in this call itself. I want it to be validated before it comes to this point itself. So to do that we will be having a middleware validate request dot js. Let me write a function. Before that let me import custom error equals require of customer error, and then let me write a function validate equals, which is the same parameter which we'll be having here. Let me just copy it for you. And let me just end it. Okay, so how can we validate it? So as you see here, we are getting the value from here. So let me take the same thing. If response if response dot body dot a is equal to null, I need to throw an error, and response dot body dot a is equal to undefined, need to throw error, and response dot body dot a is equal to empty string. So these are the three conditions what I can think of for now. So I'll be validating those things, and let me write error equals new custom error, which I'll be sending a message. As I told you before, this will be the message. I'll be sending it request body has a request body has a invalid a value, and return response. Okay, 1 second. This is the request. So this will be the response dot status will be 400 because the request itself is wrong. Now I can send back the error. The same thing will be validated for the B. How do I do it? Let me just show you. Just replace everything by A. This is how software developers and engineers are there in the industry. We always do copy paste. Not that we are lazy, but it is faster. Yeah. So this is what I wanted to write. Okay, let me go back to the entry point, and I want to write a middleware here, app dot use of validate. So before I do that, I need to export it first and then use it. Okay, module dot exports is equal to validate. This will export. Let validate equals require of validate request. Now I need to just, I have already done it. Cool. So let us test this. To test it, I need to stop the server and restart it. It's not a constructor. Okay, let me see what has happened here. Okay, now it is working. So see, if you see, I am giving a wrong B value. That is why it is telling me the request body has an invalid B value. Okay, let me correct it for now and give a wrong here. Null. Check. Yeah, A value. So what I'm seeing here is whatever I do, 3 is hard coded, and I want it to be changed whenever I give something wrong here. It should be dynamically, not it's every time it is giving the same code. And the message is giving that thing. So to do this, I will just write error mapping dot JSON, and here I will open an object 1, and we'll go here, copy the same thing, just put it over here, comma 2, and this will be B, we should be done by this. Okay, let me go back here, and little bit of modification. Let me change it to code, so that code, and here what I will be doing is I will import the JSON. How do I do it? You don't need to do any export or module dot export or anything for that thing. For JSON, just do error map is equal to require of JSON, and you have to do is map of code. Now go back to the validate request. Here what you will be doing is just send the code in the sense, so if you are sending 1, it will give the message of this thing. If you do 2, it will give the message of this thing. So 2, yeah, this looks okay to me. Let me run it. Oh, it ran without any errors. Cool. Okay, some error, message is not defined. Okay, let me go back here. I did a small mistake. I should have sent the same to the for the upper class, but I was not sending. Let me restart it again. So if you see 1 is coming, I will change it with the correct method, and let me do one empty string. See, if you see, it is coming 2 and it is giving. So likewise, you can just modify what you can just give here your content and just use the same thing, and you can just put a code over here so that it will give you the results easily. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. So I will commit all these things to my Git repo and also give you this Git repo link in the description. Please use it, and if you have any doubts or anything, please feel to comment on the same video. I'll be able to help you guys. Thank you.